Yo, self-employed blog. It is the 2nd of May. June. So, I'm in the office today. It's the day I've got off. I'm off today. Then tomorrow, I'm going down to Harlow tonight to do some training for Tuesday and Wednesday. Then it's CEF Live. So I'm going both days to that to go and see a few people and sell out to a few people, bump into a few people. Probably not going to look at anything. Probably just going to walk around and talk to people. But yeah, I've just been in the office this morning. It's also my month end, my year end. So my tax returns on the 31st of April, 31st of May. So it ended last week. So I'm just starting to wrap my books up to go to the accountants. There's that. They're the ones I've done. What's funny is, although I need to wrap those up to get them to the accountants for the year end, that can often take longer than month end. And these need to go in for the VAT. So I like to get them just put in and forget about them. So I'm absolutely running my nuts off to get those in so they can do the VAT. Give them a VAT bill, then they can just fucking keep them and do my year end. So that's going to be a struggle because I'm snarled this week now. And then next week, I'm away for the first 3 days down Oxford on that job. And then I think I've got a couple of days just set aside to be spare. So that's when I want to get down here and just get them books back to the accountants, get them fucking done, dusted for the whole year. I'll also do a video on how well it's gone this year, which will be the self-employed blog for the month, or maybe the next video. No, fuck it, rinse the next video out of it. So I'll do a self-employed blog extra on how much I've done this year, where that money came from, how I did, and how I don't know, I've done one of those before, but I think it might be my 2nd year in business. Is it? I don't know, let me get back to you on that, but I'll tell you anyway. I think, when did I leave Conrad? I don't know. But we're like 18 deep on these blogs now, which indicates it's a year. It's like, you see, this is my first full year into it they're going in for, I think. I think that's how it works, so we'll do that. Anyway, the rest of it, the actual office bit, I've tied all up down here. I've got my paperwork out that I need for my course. I've left all the office nice and tidy with most of the books away. However, that's for my course in this little bit here. There's a load of shit in here now. Let's go into the bit like the studio, as I refer to it as. Absolute fucking shithole. Not been a shithole like this since I was doing the metering job. The weird bit about when I was doing the metering job was I was down here regular. When I was doing the metering job, I was in here all the fucking time because I was setting all the meters up in here. There's a little studio bit. There's a catalogue on there that's in a video that's coming soon that's been taking ages to do. I've about finished it. It's my longest, most boring video ever. All this side of everything just from here. So this shelf, that's the set now. That's what I use as my set. There's a set there, look. There's a set behind me, look. And then this is the bit where I do distance learning, online courses and the podcast from. The remainder of the side of the room is a whiteboard over there. And everything here now is just fucking junk. I had to go and buy an air conditioner because I just can't fucking sit in here when it's hot. This is a flat roof building, so it's roasting. I got the air conditioner. That's over there. There used to be an old air conditioner in the wall. I pulled the old one out and there's a big fucking hole in the wall, so I've got to put this insulation in and fucking cut an hole and all sorts of shit like that. That'll get rid of a load of stuff. There's a load of stuff in here from the metering job. There's 2 meters left to finish. They've just told me that I can go and do those. Then there's some audio shit going off in here. That's for a job that's on that I can't be able to put back in the stores because it needs finishing. So I'm hoping by the end of this month, this place is back to being like a proper studio and that. But there's a lot going on. There's all the projects in here, look, that I'm working on. So there's a DC Motors video I'm working on. That's for an inspection and testing course that I'm doing. The bright sign stuff, which is something I really want to get into, just fucking had the time to do it. And then there's some other bits and bobs lurking around here that are for all sorts of projects that I'm trying to work on. But as much as I love fucking around, dicking around projects, doing courses and things, trying to get this stuff ready for these motors courses and all that kind of stuff, yeah, the simple fact is that doing the day-to-day job where I get paid for it is what comes first. So basically, as much as I'd like to get these things rolling, one, I haven't got sufficient space to run this course in here. I need to move the office, but I'm not going to move the office without being ready to do it. So like all this course stuff, all these projects are just side things, and the main priority is getting work. And this month, unfortunately, and late last month is all about just doing work. So I've got to do the work. To fund myself fanning around in here, I have to go out and do the work. So at the minute, I'm going to do the work. So yeah, that's me. I'm off to Harlow now. I'm going to go home and get my bag packed, disappear to Harlow, and I'm doing a pat testing course for 2 days. Then we'll be at CEF Live. There'll be a bit of that in here. Then we're back into 3 days at the place down Oxford. That sort of takes me to like the 24th of the month, which is basically the end of this video. So yeah, we'll see how we got on. But ideally by the end of this month, I'd like the metering job wrapped up, the two that just lingered on because I've been paid for it, but they lingered on because they couldn't be done because of the customer. I'd like to advance in here, get a few of these projects out of the way, I'll get them playable, and just get moving. So yeah, anyway, I'm drawing on now. Welcome to June 2025, self-employed blog number Self-Employed Blog. It's the 4th of June. Is that not halfway through the fucking year? Well, I suppose the end of this month, isn't it? Fucking hell, doesn't time fly when you're 43 and you are careering towards death, as opposed to remembering when you was born, like myself. My career is over. Maybe yours has just begun. I doubt it, but demographic says you're all about my age. Anyway, just doing the pat testing course for Centrica British Gas, who I do a social lecturing for. They're very nice people. Their training's bang on. Fucking training centres and training facilities are absolutely fucking outstanding in a world of shysters. So yeah, if you ever want to do a course, I'll do it with them. Not an ad, I probably won't get the work, but it is just really, really good. The way they bring their apprentices up is next level. See why they're in the water shit. Anyway, I've been doing a pat testing for them. It was internal for a load of their appliance fixing guys, because they have to start learning to pat test stuff and they've done it. So that was good, I enjoyed it. Nice little different thing, talk to people about appliance repair, something I don't really know much about. Just on my way home. In fact, I'm almost home when I thought, I best do the blog. And it's CEF tomorrow. So just a couple of days kicking back and going, have a look at what's going on. I'm not fucking just in those stands. I'm going to go and see some people I know. Because I've been very fortunate that through the podcast, through my own YouTube channel, and through Instagram, that I've bumped into quite a lot of people that are sparkers as well, electrical as well, share my enthusiasm. We enjoy talking about electrical things and that. I'm just literally going really. So I'll have a look at some stands, but I'm just going to tune the fight with people. I got called David Saver, a stupid old fucking I think I'll bump into John from Faultless. I will bump into the Chevron crew. Alan Chan will be there, flying out from Scotland because he's a fucking big player, international jet setter. So yeah.
Are you thick or something?
A load of people from the ESK controls track are going to be there. Daz, and I think Daz is going, and I think so. Anyway, I'm just going to fucking go and enjoy it. Let's go and see what's there. I could give a fuck if going to stand. I'm going to see some people. It's a fucking meet and greet. I am looking forward to it. Always the weird bit though is like, because I get recognised, like, hello, I'm like, hiya, like, you're just still not quite sure your bro's answer doing something like, hey mate, how you doing? That is my usual go-to, and that normally works out quite well. But yeah, I would like to get chatting to some people. Be very boring now, I'm going to go, but yeah, I'm looking for, I hope it shows my enthusiasm. I'm looking forward to going to that event and talking shop. Sometimes it's just nice to do that, isn't it? I guess that's why you're watching this shit. Yo, Self-Employed Blog, it's the 5th of fucking June. I like that. Just been to CF Live, day 1. I'm going to go back tomorrow. It was good, worth it. No point me saying like the parking was free, they fed you, saw loads of people there, it was good. You'll be too late if you're watching this because there won't be one for another 2 years. But yeah, bumped into loads of people, which is what I went for. Not to like be a big player, but just to see loads of people I spoke to on the podcast or been on the podcast or in the ESK who have offered me advice or I've offered them advice or we're just in a chit chat. Finally nice to go down there and see people have a chit chat. So nice to see people as well. Don't want to fucking pick myself up, yeah, but I started the ESK group and I do a lot of work on the podcast, yeah, and I've always been about that community stuff. And when I see people flying in, like Alan Chan flew down, a guy called Alistair, a few of the other Scottish lads, a few people, Rooney from Northern Ireland, the butter smuggler, yeah, to see those people flying in and coming a long way as well, people travelling from Devon and fucking all sorts, just because they'll bump into someone from that group makes me very, very, very happy. I fucking thoroughly enjoy seeing that. That all these people have got this interest in sparking, they care about it, they're into it, they like doing it, and they want to converse with the people that do it. So yeah, when I meet up after, there's about 30 people there, that was good. I fucking thoroughly enjoyed that. You don't have to be alone in the trade because you just love it and you like doing it, or you enjoy it, or you get satisfaction out of it, and you want to speak to other people that do it. So that was very rewarding to see that happen. That I've started something where people can unite and come together like that. They come out and cry anyway, stop being fucking bent now. But yeah, it's good. Undeniably, CF put on a good show. Like to feed people, parking for free. Obviously getting you there to buy stuff, but not maybe buy anything. I didn't buy anything. I probably won't use CF all year, but you can. So yeah, so good there. I'm looking forward to go tomorrow. I'll probably interject some footage in here for taking it. It take fuck all to that piss takes a David Savoury. So yeah, if you want to go, go. If you get, well, there's no point. This is my self-employed blog. So yeah, if you ain't gone, you missed out. If you didn't go, I'm sure we all enjoyed it. It was fucking nice. And I'll probably do a little rundown tomorrow and do a bit more. So you see more of this now. See you later, David Savory. David Savory's in there. That was such a nice bloke.
Let's go outside.
Hello, self-employed blog. It's the 9th of June. Fucking hell, where is the year going? It's the Monday. It's Monday at Alexa's last week, so I went to Alexa Thursday, Friday. I am now going to Oxford. Done fuck all this weekend. Nothing. I've got kids that are that age where you can't do nothing at the weekend. Can't even do like a bit of DIY because they're around you. So that's that. Alexa last week was really, really good. I don't know what I've said about it so far, but I'll just reiterate now. It's all calm down. We're not all excited to be bumping into each other, yeah? Fucking loved it. Absolutely loved it. Not because I enjoy the trade show, because I just enjoy lording it up, walking around because I'm a fucking big player. No, not really. I enjoy it because I now operate in a digital space, which is fucking weird. Before, when I started out, I'm fucking 43, yeah? I'm not one of the cool kids. When I started out, word of mouth. How do you get your business? Word of mouth. For years and years, it's word of mouth. Like, get a good job, getting the right people, they'll talk to each other. Obviously, the weird bit is I work in an area where people can't talk to each other. I mean, it's quite clear that the fact that the electrical manager at a factory in one place doesn't talk to the electrical manager at a factory in another. But your name gets round via the other subcontractors and stuff like that. So word of mouth there. Now, right, and now I fully admit, yeah, I couldn't do it again. I don't know what I'd do now. Is you've got to be on the fucking internet. So if I was fucking literally starting up on my own today, the first thing I would have to do is set up a website. Like, I know they're a bit old school now, but I would, and an Instagram and something like that. So that's that is literally one of my main forms of advertising now. As I said to a couple of people at trade shows, I get calls from people going, "Are you that Sparky off YouTube that does motors?" Yes, I am. Oh, another electrician's gave me your number. They said you're that Sparky off YouTube that does motors or meters. I get a bit of that. So, and the weird bit is the amount of YouTube I do, which is one video a week, which is probably quite a lot, but I'm doing it anyway because I do Instagram. The amount of time I put into it, one, I do enjoy the editing process. I like the editing. That's where I get my hobby, get my enjoyment. And two, I get to pass it on, which is good for the teaching side of the work I do. Yeah, I can always say I've got a video of this, got a video of that. And three, well, yeah, you know what I mean? So when you take away the teaching bit of it, that I like passing my knowledge on, then you take away the fact that I enjoy the editing, that's my hobby. The actual recording bit and doing the stuff isn't that strenuous, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so my rule with that was I had a good time. I met loads of people that I've only spoken to on the internet, that I spoke to on the podcast and on Instagram and stuff. So it's nice to meet all them people. Some people put a lot of effort in. The Glasgow branch come down in force. Then we had Rooney come from Ireland. Like, when people come like, wait, you got to fucking, like, they want to get involved, don't they? So I just fucking love it that there's somewhere so boring that Sparky's can be boring too. And the networking wise, to cut this one short, is I spent 2 days there. I drove to Birmingham in my van to obviously see I put everything on for free, like car parking, food, the fucking lot. I drove to there in my van. I used that fuel. I probably used, I don't know, 40, 50 quid worth of fuel. The whole day cost me nothing to be there, but I could have earned 350, 400 quid if I was at work. Yeah, don't worry about the value. Let's talk about. Side away from here. Yeah, don't worry about the value. Let's just talk about the days. I operate in days. I do. I was actually speaking to someone interesting who works on price, and it was novel to me. So, like, even just having that conversation there was weird. I was speaking to Tony from Joint Tech, who charges per end. I was really intrigued as to how that went off, and I had quite a good conversation with him about that. You know what I mean? Now I charge per day, but I don't do the same job constantly. So anyway, that's that. By the bar, that's the stuff we talked about. But the actual 2 days I had off, all I've got to do is, I've got nothing in the future. In the future, there's nothing. The future's blank, yeah? But I took 2 days out of my time to go to CEF. My policy is, I may have bumped into someone or spoke to someone or done something that will get me 2 days' work. See? Drug dealer hay fever. So, are those 2 days dead to me? No. Those 2 days may come back because some might go, oh, I bumped into him, blah, blah, blah. They might give me 2 days' work, they might give me 4 days' work, they might give me 2 days' work, and in the future give me 10 days' work. If you said about networking years ago, I said you were mad. No, I don't. So yeah, going to stuff like that does get me work. Doing the YouTube does get me work, and it gets me work in weird places. So yeah, is it a waste of time? Is it just a fuck around? No, I don't think it is, and that's good for anyone. Just being able to handle things that you may want to use in future is useful, because you can't always touch like a certain breaker or something in wholesalers now. So yeah, did I get some out of it? Definitely. Did I get to all stands what I see? Probably not. I probably missed stands. Literally, in the last 2 hours, I saw the Rayleigh stand. You know, all the fucking Mesa fit. In the last 2 hours, I saw their stand. I was on their stand for an hour chatting to them while they showed me a load of new products and stuff. So yeah, more fool me for not getting fully around all the stands, but I just didn't think they'd even be there. They hadn't advertised it, so yeah. So last 2 hours, I spotted about 3 or 4 stands I wanted to go to, which was a fucking dick move. But I was doing the networking and all that, so yeah, it was good. And we'll leave it at that, because I bet it's fucking boring of what's going on about now. But yeah, definitely worth going to. As are the Alexas, I think, for the networking. Don't just go. This is the crack, yeah? Don't just go. Well, do just go. Just go and fucking walk around and look at the tools, whatever. If that's what you want to do, that you do you, yeah? If you want to go and meet up with people, it's loads more fruitful. Join the ESK and go and meet up with the other ESK things. Just talk about boring work. Just let you stay down for a couple of days and have a chit-chat with other people that's bored as you. Do whatever you want to do, but it's there and it works in different ways. That's what I'm saying. See you later. Yes, I'm forward one, 7th of June. I'm just on my way. I'm on my way to this tier 1 job. I just come out of digs and I'm on my way there now, yeah. I am fucking done with tier 1 sites, man. Honestly. I haven't worked. I was brought up on proper fucking big building sites, building big stuff, yeah. And they should be enjoyable, but they're fucking shit. They're just managed by shit-ass builders who ain't got a fucking clue what they're doing. Everyone in there has just been pushed up to the experience level that's way beyond them because there's such a lack of staff. They're disorganised fuckholes full of... The only thing that's organised is health and safety, to the point where it's fucking absolutely unmanageable. And then when you actually ask a genuine question about the job or the engineering side of it, they're lucky you gone out. Like, say, like... If you accidentally take your fucking chin strap off, they're fucking bollocking you within seconds. But if you ask them which tray is yours for you to use for the project, they're like, I don't know. Because basically on tier 1s, everyone wants to blame everyone else for something. So if you go, which tray do I go on? They say, oh, that one I think. And then you do it, they'll make you rip miles and miles of cables off because they've told you wrong. That is my experience of tier 1s at the minute, because they are just fucking fuckholes. Don't have to carry on doing this bit of this blog because I'm just angry about it, but I just expect the people that manage me to know what they're fucking doing and be able to do it well. And on this job, they can't. I think it's all tier 1 jobs. They're the same on people all the time. But anyway, maybe I'll stop fucking whinging a bit now. But I'm fucking sick to death of it. I stopped recording there because I'm at quite a professional location and we just drove in. Now, you get van search, which is fair enough, yeah. It's a big old science park. They have stuff worth billions kicking around here. But as I come in, they're searching the guy I'm working with his van, so keeping it professional. I just wound the window down and went, Matt, have they found all them drugs, Matt? The security guard didn't quite know what to do. Then I thought, oh no, maybe I fucked that. Anyway, he decided to be comedy about it. Says, oh, we know they're all in your van, we're going to do you on the way out. So I was like, oh, fair one. So yeah, that's cheered me up a little bit because it was getting miserable to start this day because this fucking job is miserable. I'm going to go on it, give it what I've got, then I'm getting paid by a customer to do a fucking job. So I'm going to fucking go down here now and do the best job I can. However, it always just feels like I'm fucking a good spark, you know what I mean? I like fucking being good and doing what I do and all that kind of stuff. But then with these fuckers, it just feels like they just don't want to help you. When I'm on my jobs, my main thing as a manager is making sure that stuff is organised, stuff is sorted, stuff is there and I'm helpful to people. But on this job, it just always feels like the management are trying to go, wow, if we fuck something up, it'll fall down onto the other fuck, you know what I mean? So, like, which tray should you use? I should do this, how do you want that doing? You're the guys with the drawings. I mean, even yesterday where the panel's meant to be going, there's another panel there already. So it always feels like they're trying to get that shit to roll downhill. And that is not good. So, yeah, there you go. I'll go on this tier 1. Wibbly, wobbly, wibbly, wobbly, wibbly, wobbly, wibbly, wibbly, wobbly. Who's paying for this shit? That's not even fucking straight. Wibbly, wobbly, woo, wibbly, wobbly, woo. Where? Oh, look at that. Let's do an experiment. Oh my god, he's fucking slashed it open because it's never seen a file. Oh, fucking hell. Very sharp, very nice, like a knife, like fucking Tom Hanks was there on Castaway. What the fuck is that? Looks like a big smile. Looks like a smiley alien. Here we see someone that doesn't know how to do basket, trying to do basket. What the fuck is that? Here in the riser, some of the worst tray hides in the dark. Let me show you. Some of the shittest tray known to man. Like this bit. What the fuck is going off there? What is that tray bracket even doing? Why are we changing faces? Why is that bent so tight? Jesus fucking Christ. Has anyone ever done a bit of basket before? In this riser, some of the tray work is so bad, the cables refuse to actually use it and just float through the floor. Howie, man, pet. Lads, can we get some longer bolts in this tray? I ain't ripped my fucking hand off enough yet. Yeah, so let's get some long ones there, some 50s or 60s, that'll be a lot better. Can we cut that V out a bit bigger so we can get more from bent off? That V's not big. Can we have a bigger V in that, please? Lads, can we somehow get a pre-manufactured 90 bend on a 90-degree corner in a fucking building? And can we somehow make it not fit on not just one side, but the other one? Yeah, we need to get some stunts screws. We put that bolt right near the edge of the tray and just make a 90-degree bend not fit in a 90-degree angle. Cheers. Lads, can we get this tray's fixed every 20 metres? Can we make that 40? We're not made of money, we can't afford all these bolts. Lads, can we get some bigger roofers hanging outside these joiners? Because every time I pull a cable over and it gets stuck like that, I'm forced to come here and move it round. If it was longer, it'd make it harder for me. So get that sorted out, please, lads. Let's do these snagging chairs. Yeah, it's not sharp enough. Can we do that again? Let's get it done again. It's not sharp enough. There's not enough burrs on that lot. There's not enough. It's not burry enough. More burrs, please. Look, just make a finger trap so you get your fingers to get it and pull it. It literally will pull your finger, cut your finger off. Cheers, yeah. Been on this tier 1 job, right? I fucking hate them. I'm not doing any anymore, but I'm here. I'm getting paid, so I'll put my effort in, yeah. So we got some cabling on your stage. Did some cabling this morning. We had to get it done. We're in this little foyer, like lift shaft area, quite big, 10 metres. We're just working some cables around off the fucking horrendously shit basket you've seen. And some geezers walking past, some shirt, some obviously manager, I don't know who it was, like, we weren't interested, we weren't doing anything wrong. To be interested, you know what I mean? Got all his gear on, being good boys, and all that shit. And this place is a fucking shithole, there's shit everywhere. And he tells my mate who's driving the cherry picker to move the cherry picker to let him past. And he's like, just 1 minute, mate, we're just doing this bit above him. And we got him and went, no, move it now, move it back. Oh, here we go, what's this coming up? So he moved it back out of his way after all the cables fucking down my walk through fucking around, and then he comes back. We're on a lifter, right? The whole upstairs of this building is full of lifters, there's fucking 30 of them. It's all floating floors. Now that Kingspan floor must be alright. It's not even our lifter, we borrowed it off the other contractors, yeah? So I assume that lifter's been calculated to go on the floor. He tells me we can't use a lifter on the floor unless we put ply down. I'm like, what do you mean? Can't it go on the floor? He's like, no, it's not safe. It's not got the point loaded. You need to put a piece of ply down. He goes, how thick's needs the piece of ply need to be? And he said, 6 mil. And I'm like, are you fucking joking? Who's left the fucking gate open at the company? I'm here, honest to fuck. What the fuck is a 6 mil piece of ply gonna do? It's not gonna spread the weight of a fucking sausage, is it? Honest to God. So I says, mate, I'd love to see the mathematics you've done to work that out. And he's like, you don't need to see the maths, just need to do it. I'm like, well, actually, seeing as I'm on it, and now you're fucking shouting at me, I could do with seeing the maths. I said, with what I know with point loadings and kilonewtons and the floor range and stuff like that, having worked in data centres where those floors are very common, I said I'd struggle to think that this 800 kg cherry picker can't go on a fucking 45 Newton rated floor, 42 mil chipboard thing. And they just fucked off. He's going to tell Ben on me apparently. Well, I ain't got a fucking clue who Ben is, and we're done now, we're going, so fuck him. So Ben, if you're looking for me, I'll be on the M42. Anyway, we later found out it's the health and safety man. Not that bothered, like I said, everything properly. But he decided that in this foyer, full of dumped crap, like stuff that was clearly not being used and stuff that was, absolutely riddled with fucking shite everywhere, to get past where we were, rather than get the place cleaned up, he had to come past where we were working. What a fucking next level twat! Anyhow, I'm going home now. I'm never doing a tier 1 site again. I'm retiring from any kind of tier 1, which I had done for a number of years, but I got dragged back to this one. But yeah, that is me done. Fucking not using steps, but lugging a fucking 200 kilo fucking lift around by hand, because they only go up and down a pile. What the fuck is that all about? When I was on site, I'll try the jokes near. When I was on site, yeah, back in the day when we could use steps, you didn't get to site every day and go, where's Bob? It's not here about Bob. Bob died yesterday off some steps. We didn't have people dying every day like it was Afghanistan or something like that. You know what I mean? They weren't having parades of fucking limousines with coffins in for everyone who died yesterday using the steps on site. We're careful. Alright, in the occasional accident, but now we've replaced the single risk of falling off a set of steps, which is dangerous, I admit that, with the risk of jacking round a fucking 200 kg wheeled vehicle across cables and sheets of ply. Every time I move over a piece of ply, 25 minutes to start lugging it around, pulling my back out. But that's safe apparently. And then you're in and out, getting caught on the doors. It's a fucking right. Oh, fucking twats. Anyway, just to clarify, get it all straight, yeah, tier 1 construction sites are a big fucking bag of dick. They're alright for apprentices because they would accept that kind of fucking, but not for me, yeah. Nothing gets built in this country because everything's made so slow by incredibly overzealous health and safety management, yeah. They're not working with you, they're working against you at all times, because if the job takes longer, they get more. If you have more cherry pickers, they make more. If the job goes slower, they make more. Everything's geared up to be slow, incompetent shite that in the end someone has to pay for. It is fucking bollocks. I'll never ever come on one again while there's a hole in my anus. So I just wanted to make sure I said this, yeah. All tier 1 sites are a bag of dicks. A big fucking bag of fucking dick.
6.5 hours later.
Calm down a bit now and re-watch the video, yeah? Just to fucking give you some idea of how I was brought up as a Sparky. I was brought up by blokes from the fucking 70s, 60s, 80s, stuff like that, yeah? I worked at the Queen's Medical Centre for a firm called Can Electrical. They're still going. Can and Hilton, yeah? There's a guy there called Harry Parry who I think is still going. Last time I heard he was still alive, but he'll be well into his 80s now, yeah? A guy called Tony Long. Some other ones, but I don't remember him, yeah? We were putting trade voids across floors. They put these trade around this emergency light, I remember it. It was about 2001, yeah? Harry would come along when you put the tray in, yeah? And he had a credit card, he had a plastic credit card, style card, yeah? And if he could get it between the tray at the joints, he'd make you take the tray out and nudge it all up and do it again. That is fucking standards. All your joints, like that big V on the previous video, yeah? He'd make you slot it. If you could just about get a credit card of a slots, that was considered acceptable. All your nuts and bolts had to be in line with the direction of the tray. So a cross company like that had to be in line. Yeah? Little shit. Now you're probably thinking, what the fuck does it matter? That cross is not in line, or that those screws don't line up, or that the tray was not fucking absolutely perfect with a string line. Standards, that's what it is. Because they taught you to do it, got you to do it, and made you to do it to such a high standard that putting it into a normal standard just became easy, so we made money. So they drove the standards that high for pure excellence that when we were just doing it normally, when you could have a little bit bigger than a credit card and that, you could just do it fast, and you wouldn't do it anyway because it instilled into you that was how it was done, and you won't get away with that shit I've just seen today, honestly. Believe me, right, Harry was a bastard, nice enough bloke, could tell you how to do stuff properly, yeah? That trowel's lifted up earlier, he'd get you at the cherry pick, you wouldn't know why he was there. Like, oh, what's he want me for? And he'd go, put your hand on the unistrut, and you'd put your hand on the unistrut, he'd lift the tray up, shove your hand under it, and slam it on your fucking hand. And the excuse would be, well, if it had been bolted down, it wouldn't land on your fucking hand, would it? It'd be awful. And I respect that now. There's not enough people are getting their fucking fingers broke for my liking. Yeah, I know fucking subbies fly through firms like and all that. I don't blame that firm. I bet they've had about 1,000 subbies through there. But the industry's to blame for letting wank go on and on. So like, I bet they've had a load of fucking containment monkeys through there. I think they're God's gift to fucking trade. They're all actually wank. And if anyone's on that job and see me saying this, yeah, I can't give a fuck. Like, ring me, take it to one of my jobs, see if you can find that level of wankness on any of my jobs, because I'm sure you won't. And by my jobs, I mean every single fucking job I've done since 1997 when I started this fucking game. Go on one of my apprentices' jobs. You won't find that level of shit, because one, he's alright anyway, and two, if you ever did any shit like that, basically fuck him around till kingdom come. So that fucking people around to get things perfect works. You wouldn't accept it from a welder, would you? You won't get a welder welding a gas pipe who wanked the gas pipe in like that tray, because the gas would leak out, wouldn't you? So you wouldn't have it. But in the electrical industry, you can just wank it in and no one cares. It fucks me off, man. That's me done with tier ones. If you're on that tier one side thinking he's never coming back on our site, suck my balls! I don't want to come back on your site, because your site fucking shit! Shitter than shit, you shit ass Calm down now, again, for the third time. I'm done with fucking tier ones, right? I'm never going to say I'm going to stop working. I always work for certain people in certain places, because I enjoy it. I'd like to do it till I die. You know what I mean? I'd like to be fit enough to work till I die. Obviously, assuming that's a decent age, not next Tuesday or something like that. Fucking hell, we're waiting for die next Tuesday. I didn't. Anyway, I want to stay on the tools, but I'm going to develop more time to training now, because then I can't have anyone say that I'm part of the problem, can I? I've trained plenty of apprentices. I don't want anyone to say I'm a problem, so I'm going to dedicate the massivest amount of my time now to training. Not just the training that I do where I get paid for, but stuff on my YouTube, yeah? And because the standards are shit, and no one's ever going to spin round to me and say, well, you helped me get shit, did you? So if anyone touches on me and go, what have you done? Go, look at my YouTube, you fucking cocksucker. Tell me I'm not maintaining standards, you fucking dick. So I'd just like to be able to do that to people, so that's what I do, so there you go. Yeah, so basically, if I like to be that kind of guy, I'm that kind of guy, hey there, that kind of guy. I like to be the kind of guy who someone goes, oh, what have you done? And I like to go, well, I've got a massive YouTube where I give out loads of educational advice to upcoming sparks and engineers. I spend my life on Instagram telling people how to do things properly, answering people's questions, how people get jobs. What have you done, you fucking cocksucking knobhead? I love it when that happens. As soon as someone asks me a question like that, I'm like, here we fucking go. Hold my beer. Not that I've not been doing that already, but I'm dedicating my life now to improving the electrical trade for the young people coming through, so I don't have to deal with little fucking fat cocksuckers like Safeguard deal with today, who are literally saw there's a guy sat in a floating floor that's 6 inch deep and he told to put his chin strap on. Like, mate, what's he gonna do? Fall down the floor he's already sat in. Anyway, tier one, suck my balls, get fucked, get in the sea. Yo, self-employed blog. It is the 12th of June. I'm in the office. It's Thursday. I've just been away in that tier one, which you'll have seen about. Fuck my life, yeah. I'm in the office. I've got loads to do. So I've got today, tomorrow, and Monday to do. One, I'm re-rendering some videos because I'm now advertising my own company on my videos, so that's going ahead. That's just chugging away in the background now. I've got to re-render 3 videos, which is a pain in the arsehole, but some of them, the PLC ones, will be good for maybe advertising. So I'm going to brand my videos now. I took a leaf out of David Savory's book. I've got some posts from people I need to sort out. Yeah. That's the office stuff. In here, I've got the PLC test rig stuff going off. I've got a donation from Kev, who used to work for Chevron, now at HDT. Let me know stuff which I'm going to do a separate video on. Very grateful for that. Someone sent me some stuff. Some other people gave me some stuff to feature videos, which I'm always very, very grateful for, yeah. I always make sure that either lingers around for training or videos, which is basically you give me something for free, I'll put some training out for free, so like I'm always making sure I give something back. At the minute though, there's a hole in the wall there. I need to fill it up with this insulation and get that air conditioner permanently fitted, because I need to work in here, I need to record in here, the lights are hot, I've got a fucking hay fever situation going off where I can't record very much because look at my fucking eyes. So yeah, so first job is to get that hole sorted out, get the air conditioner fitted back in, then start waiting for a load of this stuff people have given me and get it put away and tied it up and get all my admin done. Also, most important today, other than all that stuff, is to get everything tidy. And by everything, I mean my year ended at the end of May. So I've got to get all my books in for the end of year of May. I want them in this week. I've got some assessing to do next week, so I'm going to be busy running around here getting all this stuff done, because once I put together all them things that I need to do and concentrate on doing other shit, but prioritisation. Accounts is the main one. I'm not sitting doing my accounts like air conditioner's done. Get all this stuff put away. Thank the people who gave me it. Get all them done, and I'll carry on what else I'm doing. So yeah. So not in the van, in the office for 3 days. Let's see how we get on. The air conditioner is in. Look at the fucking state of this place now. There's that little. I've had to take that bit of wood off, put all insulation behind it. That insulation's got fucking everywhere. The air conditioner's in and chugging away there, providing me nice, lovely, pollen-free air. However, the good news is the set side doesn't look that bad. So I'm going to tidy up the set side so I can do some recording. Because by the time I've got that ready, my eyes won't look like piss. I was listening like I've been on cocaine all weekend. I get a bit of recording done. Because if I get recording on here, it gives me video to edit when I'm working away and whatnot. And at the minute I start to run out of video to edit, I'm digging some absolute archives for that. So yeah. But the main thing is I don't need to tidy this up. I'm just going to see it. As long as I can record here and get a bit of that done to break up the monotonous thing of what I've got going on now is, which is my account. So that's working. Have a little bit of tidy up all the tools and that so they go back in the van. Leave the actual fucking mess to another day and just concentrate, look over this side of the room. Hey! Okay, it's still the same day now. And what's happening is this box has come out. This box signifies something. This box signifies the end of the year. So what I've got to do is go in here. I get these binders, which would have been last year's books. I'll change all these, because they're wrong, to my new set of books. There's my old set of books ready to go to the accountant. Is that year 2 since I left Conrad? So yeah, so I'm just going to spill a bit of time now. I'm going to get get those books in the box, get the old books out of here, find these labels on the computer, and basically do another set of books. Probably about the fucking 20th time I've done this, but yeah. Instead of the tax year, putting it in for the tax man. Oh yeah, tax man. It's Friday. I'm going to do a podcast now. I'm just going to do something. Fucking up, look. In here, look. Not that bad. The office, I've done a video. Stuff done to look at the fucking state of this. I decided to do a little bit of a tidy up. But it's just turned to fucking... luckily, I don't need this till Monday. So fucking cool, but... How did that happen? So just to tidy a few things up, which results in getting a mess on the go. So, more for me, eh? Yo, self-employed blog, 17th, it's early. Left my ass, it's almost 7 o'clock, doors me. Training this week for the people I work for, regular E, as an associate trainer. After the stress of last week and the fucking run around last week, which is quite nice. Like, it's Tuesday, I didn't train yesterday, it's Monday yesterday. I just went and got all my admin shit done yesterday, a load of bits and bobs to do and odds and sods and stuff like that. Put the van in for an MOT and all that junk. So did all that. Today I'm assessing 2391, tomorrow I'm assessing 2391, Thursday I'm assessing the pat testing. Nice steady week, yeah, alright, I've got to get up early to get to Leicester, early, that is what it is. I don't get to take the kids to nursery, which is a shame, leaves my missus with a bit more to do, but I'll be home early every night, and it made this weekend I could just like toss it off in the garden, getting some stuff done out there, because I was away this week training, but they moved into this, so yeah, although it's not the most like physically demanding work to keep you fit, it is steady, it is rewarding, and it does mean that I'm at home every night, which is what I want nowadays, not that fucking tier 1 bullshit. So yeah, be a bit quiet this week because up until Friday I'm just going to be doing that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this week. As you can see, I'm in the edit now. What a shaky camera footage. As you can see, that is the end. Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because that was the 17th, and after that, I continued to do training, which is very quiet, because I don't put trainings to foot, because obviously this Tuesday when you put these to foot, shit they are, how great they are. Then I did my battery course, and then I did some more training. And I had an epiphany about what I want to do with my future career, which is quite important. So I'm going to break that into another video, and there'll be a video of the battery course, like a review of the battery course, and there'll be a review of the solar course when I do it. So yeah, that's this blog. It's sort of fucking half an hour anyway. Thank fuck I'm breaking them out, because I don't know who watches this. I make this for other people like me, and there's not many other people like me, is there, that are small electrical contractors. So yeah, cheers for watching. Thanks very much. I also mainly make these videos myself because I enjoy what I do. Is just after I render this out, which will be shortly, I'm in a really great position, which I suggest you do too, is that while this renders, I go onto my YouTube and I watch the one I did last year now, because I'm a year in, And it's nice just to see how far we've come, or indeed how far I have sunk. See you later, and remember, don't eat yellow snow, you cocksucker.